Good morning. Welcome back to Chraetor Creative, where creative minds come together. I'm your host, Robert, and I'm glad to have you here with us. As you can see, we are back to get our revenge on Malekith. Because I just can't stand for that treatment that I got. I don't understand. Why is he hitting me? The fuck happened? I don't get it. He's way more aggressive than he was. And for some reason he is. He's targeting me, even though I'm not hitting him. Yeah, it just doesn't make sense. It's not a big deal. I just need to adjust, but I don't understand why I was being targeted when the aggro should have been on Finlay at that point. Because really, that's what Finlay's there for, is to grab the aggro for me. Like, I don't expect a whole lot of damage. Why? Oh, the irritation level is already going up. My warm coffee is helping me feel better, though. It's weird, like, it's super hot, so warm coffee really isn't all that relaxing, but it's just a staple for me. Even with the new diet where my coffee's no longer sweet and delicious the way it was, it's still got a certain level of comfort. Of course, he wasn't targeting me, and he did the second I went to heal. Now, why is his reach with a dagger so massive? Let it be Finlay's problem. Didn't have enough time to get to the heal potion. See, that damage over time and the amount of damage it deals sucks. But right there I actually could have been okay if I wasn't an idiot and hadn't left it on the stupid hand seal. That worked better, so maybe the secret is just be more aggressive with my melee weapons. Do they damage high? No, but they do procs poison, and they do cause blood loss, which is nice. I thought for sure, because I wasn't doing a single thing to him, that meant right then was going to be when he did his whole, oh, time to target you. Please run. Are you kidding me? Literally one hit and then it's, oh, nope, stunned. Oh, nope, stunned. Nope, can't move, stunned. I can't believe I said I was excited. For the increased difficulty. That was a mistake. There should not have been excitement for that. That's freaking retarded. Oh, that's retarded. That was just poor gameplay on my part, so that one's my fault. Okay, take 75. Probably not really, but possibly. I don't know, if you count every time I fought this jerk, it might be take 75. Oh, of course. I wasn't hitting you. Why wouldn't you attack me instead of the one that's actually attacking you? Now I can understand the hits coming my way. Because yes, now I've actually earned aggro. Wrong potion. Oh, that's some BS. Now I have to try to not die from even a glance. Lock on, please. Lock on, please. Why? Oh, I see, because there's no skill, because it put on just the hand seal. I really, 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 really hate some of the way they set things up. Lock on, lost. Hand seal. Nope, we're just gonna go ahead and put on no seal, and when you accidentally click a button, make you equip just that. Clearly when I'm hitting the skill button, that's not what I want to do. I appreciate the offer, but I'm pretty sure you probably don't have the certifications for the kind of help I need. But no, in all seriousness, it's I've defeated him before several times. I'm sure I will again. It's just this build is not quite as effective as some of the others that I've used, so it's proving to be a little more difficult. And it took my FP for that too. You jerk. Why? It did it again. Hold up, we're gonna change our button mashup. Like, this is what I've been using, so it might throw me off some, but I'm really sick of accidentally changing which weapons I have equipped at what time. Let's see, where is it? Here. Cool, like I said, I really appreciate it. Let's see, I never really used this, so let's go ahead and make that L3. Alright, let's see if I can actually remember doing it that way. Okay, why am I... Okay, that's why. That's now the attack and stuff. So I need to do it like that. Okay. Yeah, it might cause a couple of... It might slow it down just a little bit here for a couple of attempts while I get used to the switch. But it should keep me from accidentally doing that. Now I'll just accidentally cast a spell. That'll be fine. Item interaction, R1. No longer L3. No, I've never used the Blasphemous Claw at all. Is it really that good against him? I really suck at parries. So I don't know if it would actually do me any good. Oh, you suck. It is. I've tried over and over to learn the parry timing, and my reaction time is crap, so I've just never had much luck with it. And because of that, if you ever see all the previous fights I've done throughout this playthrough and the other ones, it's I never use shields. Okay, yes, now I've earned your aggro. Please go back. Okay, I think the L3 being... I really wish I could just turn L3 off from being a button, because it does not help me. I have a really heavy hand, so pressing down on it, I just automatically end up clicking the button. I was trying to get out of range of that. I think his opening move is my least favorite thing that he does, because every time it's that stupid ranged attack that is basically a one-shot for me. So yeah, using the Blasphemous Claw could definitely be helpful, seeing as if I'm understanding the way it works right, it probably negates that effect. Or is it only the physical attack itself, not the stupid attack that him and Electo both like to use? Please get out of... Of course. I have to say, this fight was much, much easier with the Blasphemous Blade and the Golden Order Greatsword. Those two weapons together, and the heavier armor that I was wielding, this fight was cake. It is, yeah. I call it my Elden Lord of Decay. It's poison and rot with a little bit of bleed from the fact that I'm using the Hoslow whips. And it's the same reason I'm using Finlay over some of my other ashes, is I felt like it was a really good match for rot and poison build. Nope. I wish there was a way to cancel the animation for the casting. I suppose it could. I've never been much for using the bows in this, but that's not a bad idea. I'd imagine the best way to make it work is just to get a highly aggressive Spirit Ash to stay in their face. And then just attack from a distance. Yeah, I used him on a barbarian-themed playthrough, and he was really good. It was that playthrough I started as the hero, never upgraded my armor, took an Ice Rind Hatchet along with a Stormhawk axe, and just used that to destroy people. Dung Eater was the puppet that actually matched that really well. His ability to add in blood loss and some range really helped. Why do you have to be so mobile? And of course, But yeah, I think Dung Eater is one of my favorite ashes so far. Him and Tish both work really well, but they're both classified as basically some of the best, so it makes sense that they do. I really like the jellyfish in certain fights. Like the jellyfish against Godric on my first time through before I'd really learned anything was awesome, and the jellyfish against dragons is great. Like I think it's probably the best ash for against dragons just because it avoids so much of their attacks. No, why would the pillar protect? But no, the jellyfish is nice. I know the mimic's obviously okay, but if you're talking about ones that are like lesser used and stuff, the demi-human ashes are interesting. The Great Shield ones are somewhat interesting too, although I don't know if they quite qualify as a lesser used. Why? But I think my favorite, absolute favorite, is probably the Night Maiden and Swordstress. The way those two worked together was really nice. I used them throughout an entire dragon-themed playthrough as like my my servants, all the way up until the last fight against Radagon and the Elden Beast, where I had to switch them out. I just kind of forget the spells. Yeah. They're an awesome duo. They have really good teamwork together and do surprisingly well. Well, he's starting out highly aggressive. Black Knight Tish is an awesome one. Her moveset's great, and the way she can just dominate almost everything. I know, Finlay seems to be okay, although now that I'm in New Game Plus Plus, Finlay's not holding up all that great. And Rollo is one that I want to use. I was going between Rollo and Black Flame Monk Ammon for a Pyromancer build. Again, why are you focused on me? I literally did nothing but run. Don't attack, you retard. Heal. Why must my hands be so heavy that I always click the L3 button as I try to move? Not multiplayer, system. Okay. Oh, no, R3 is the right one for that. Where do I have my L3? Right there. So that's gotta go. Yeah, that can't be there. Let's see, what can I switch it with, though? I need something that's not going to affect anything when I use L3. I really wish there was some blank keys so I could leave an empty spot. Okay, let's just reset this. Am I allowed to just leave it blank like that? I guess so. It's not like it should matter much if I constantly lose and regain lock-on. That happens in the fight anyway. Why? You would think as many times as I've beaten him by now that I would have this down pat. It's only getting worse. You would think since I've gone platinum in this game that nothing would really be left to challenge me, but apparently so. And apparently it's a massive spike, because it really wasn't very difficult. I don't think any boss took me more than a couple of tries on this build up until this point. Oh, I guess the Godskin duo. Why? Leave Finlay alone, please. Okay, I'm quitting for now. I'm getting frustrated and it's kind of pissing me off that no matter how I switch the keys, I'm still losing lock-on and screwing up. But that's okay. We can tackle the Volcano Manor and come back to this when I feel a little less frustrated. Okay, let's see. Fastest way to Volcano Manor. I don't know why he's so tough for this build. Creepy ladies. Okay, this way we go. Did I seriously not have a closer... I'm surprised I didn't grab a Grace on my way to the Wraithblood Ruins. Go away, all of you. You're not what is holding my interest right now. Oh, that's gonna really mess with me, that I've changed my keys around so much. They were coming for me. Rude. Like, I didn't do nothing to you. Something just died. You know, for the longest time, I didn't know that ladder existed. I just thought you had to go the long way around through Seathwater Terminus. And when I say the longest time, I mean I probably came through here no less than 7 different times on different playthroughs, not like 7 times in one game. If you count how many times I came through in one single game, we're probably looking closer to 20 times if you add them all together. Never managed to find that. What is it doing? No, I got frustrated and decided to take a mini break and tackle the second goal of the stream, which was to do the Volcano Manor stuff and go back to Malekith in a minute. I prefer not to go away from my problems, but I am also able to acknowledge when I might be better off doing something else at the moment. I didn't either. That's the first time I've seen that happen. Like, I'm wondering if it's unique to this specific grafted scion, or if the other ones can do it too and it's just a not commonly used move. And by the way, good morning, fam. I'm glad to see you here again today. It could be. Seems like an odd update though, because it definitely wasn't very effective. It's getting better now that I've stepped away from Malekith. You missed out on the severe frustration. This build definitely does not hold up to him very well. Apparently you can't summon the horse on the bridge. That's a fun fact I'd never learned before. I wonder if you can trick that thing into charging off the side. Probably not, because that would probably make it easy, but if it's overlooking something like that. At least for a little while. No, I'm not interested in fighting any of you. Although I do find it kind of weird they have Frenzied Flame people out front of their hideout here. Because I would not associate the manor here with the Frenzied Flame at all. Yes, I'll join. You know who I am. You fought the Godskin duo with me. Let's see. You can really see how very little I've explored when I go into my map as far as on my New Game Pluses. It's nothing like that first one where it was just dotted with little gold circles. Alright, let's make it back this way. If I'm fast enough about it, I should be able to do all 3 of the assassinations. Well, 4 if you count the one where I fight with Burnhall, and then go fight Burnhall as well. Because none of it should take too long. Alright, let's go. There we go. Like I said, shouldn't take too long. The reality is, as bad as the fight with Malekith makes it seem, this build actually hasn't been too bad for all the other stuff. Well, Malekith and then the stupid Godskin Noble and his overpowered jelly roll. That thing really needs to be nerfed. Either weakened or maybe lessen the amount of time that he can spend rolling and how often he can use it. Because that move is awful. I already did it. You know, I've tried that, and it's helped me avoid it sometimes, but other times he still manages to get me. Like, it's an imperfect protection. It's really weird. He seems like such a good guy, but at the same time, he makes his entire job hunting down and killing his own people. Oh, let's see. So I need to go here. But yeah, I definitely know that the Broken Pillar can help, at least to some extent. But I swear, the first few times I fought him, it seemed like he would roll, and after he hit me, the roll would stop and he'd go back into his normal stance and it'd be a little bit. But it's one of his updates, it seems like, or one of the updates, it seems like they basically buffed it. Like, I've never heard anybody talk about it, but all of a sudden he went from stopping the roll after hitting me to still just continually barrel rolling over and over until I'm dead. Oh, there it is. I'm like, I know it's here somewhere. Don't kill me here, Torrent. This should be interesting, seeing as Riley likes to use Scarlet Rot. It'll be nice turning his own poison against him, so to speak. And I remember most of the times I fought him, he was like no issue, but on my Barbarian build, one with very little armor and the axes, for some reason, he was super tough for that particular build. Down you go. That was a little sad how fast that went. But to be fair, on none of the playthroughs has the third one been overly easy. I don't know, the last one, my Blasphemous Blade and Golden Order Greatsword pure Paladin build handled him pretty well. But with the exception of that one, I think every time I fought Juno Hoslow, I found him to be at least somewhat difficult. I never have fought his brother, so I don't know how well he holds up in battle, but I'm sure he's much more of a pushover. Yeah, I don't need to listen to you talk, lady. Let's see, in this fight, the Errant Sorcerer and Raging Wolf or whatever, that was one that, my first time going through it, didn't really put up any kind of issue, but then I actually found it to be a little more difficult a couple of times. But really, since he's helping you, since Bernal helps, it's more like a one-on-one fight with the Raging Wolf. Although Bernal definitely gets stomped if you just let him do the fight on his own. Or not even against the two of them, like if you keep one on you and just let him fight Errant Sorcerer, the Errant Sorcerer stomps Bernal. Like, it is not what I expected, because Bernal's actually pretty good. Although this time through, at least, it wasn't hard at all. I do have to say, I kind of wish that the prizes that you got were different every time you went through. Because, like, it almost seems like a waste that, it seems like a waste that you go through, put all that effort in, Yeah, that should be fine. But go through, put all that effort in, and you're just getting sorceries that you already have. Like, the Serpent Bone is fine, at least in New Game Plus, because then you can get that twice and you could dual wield them if you really wanted to. Same with the Whip. But like all the different armors you get, like who needs that many sets of the same armor? Who needs several versions of the same incantation? Like, it does no good. So that's one thing I really wish that they changed. And that could add a certain level of interest, like figuring out, oh, what's the new prizes in New Game Plus? What's the new items that we unlock the further in we go as we continually do this same series of quests? And an interesting way they could do that, in my opinion, like, rather than every time have you hunt down Esteban and Juno and Riley, like, there's other Tarnished, I'm sure. Create an entire new set of 3 for every time you go through them. Like, how interesting could it be if you were the one that fought Dialos's servant Lanya? Like, how interesting would it be if in one of the playthroughs you're the recusant that cuts her down? Like, I have no idea what kind of warrior she was or if she was worthwhile, but I know that idea I find interesting. Morning. Down you go, Juno. Well, he definitely did, just like normal, prove to be the toughest fight. Like, I'd kind of like to see a fight between him and, Vike. Because, like, I'm sure he had to be another decent running contender for becoming the Elden Lord. Truth be told, I actually think he's probably harder to fight than Vike is. He's certainly harder than Vike and Liurna, but he might even be harder than Vike and the Evergaol, Evergaol, whatever it is. What about Odin? By the way, morning, Alex. Of course I'm still alive. There we go, I knew Giza had to pop up sooner rather than later. I mean, if you really want me to, I'm sure we could get that set up. You can ask Robert, I am a fan of using whips. Uh-oh, did it freeze? Okay, there we go. Let's see the Lord. Yeah, she only says farewell because she's, like, murderizing us here. Well, her Lord is murderizing us. I still think it's too bad that you can't get 2 of those spears. Well, he might want to be together, but we're not about to be. I have different plans. Although I guess I do need to switch my weapon most likely. Because I've tried and I just don't have it in me to kill him without the gimmick. Oh, how do I two-hand it? I can't remember what... There we go. Oh, wait. There we go. I'm like, wait, I know there's a way to do it. Apparently this spear is heavier than my 2 whips. Ow. Why are you a jerk? You stupid snake. This fight might be made a little harder by the fact that I got rid of my standard right-hand attack.
Oh yeah, this fight definitely is not a hard one. Although when you said ED, I thought you were saying erectile dysfunction. I was like, I don't need to know what problems you're discovering listening to my voice, Alex. Although the fat rolling certainly isn't nice. Oh, I died. I don't think so. I know it's technically possible to defeat him without the spear, but they make it beyond difficult. Let's see, now I can medium roll. Only momentarily. That's alright. The mushroom will come back. Bad snake. Oh. Sad day. Oh, I ran out of magic. Why do you have to grab me when I heal? That's not a very nice serpent. And again. Okay, note to self, don't roll towards the snake. I thought I might be able to roll through it, but no. Although I don't like the fact that I feel like he's walked me into a corner. You die. Okay, he's dead. Go back this way. Down. You've gone too far. Come back. Okay, I have not seen an army of skulls before. I don't like this. That was interesting. I've never seen him use that move. I didn't like it, but it was kind of interesting. You mean you didn't like the army of exploding skulls? Oops, wrong button. It's not that bad. Alright, down, boy. Why am I doing so bad on my roll times? But I'm starting out with a nice and fresh Finlay, which is nice. Is he doing the skulls again? Yes, he is. And stun locking me, apparently. That's the crap I don't like, is once you get stun locked into something. Yeah, Mimic in this fight does definitely make things a lot easier. Bad snake. Why'd you do a 3-hit combo? Let me go. Oh, I thought I was going to be stuck in a glitch where I was going to die because I was inside that thing. Down, snake. He used to get stun locked by that move. I feel like this is when the skulls appeared last time. Yep. This is BS. I almost rolled through it. But that's okay. I survived the skull onslaught. So now we should be good. I may have spoken too soon. There we go. Down, Rykard. Thank you guys, and yeah, Alex, that wouldn't be a problem. I don't have your number, so Grave, if you're there, either text me Alex's number or text him mine, and then I'll send you a link to it. Oh, where did my whips go? God, I have too many weapons. I never realized before, but blood loss build up 69. You gotta like that. Just makes you think of periods, doesn't it? Alright, and the mushroom is back. But alright, I know Robert said he gets off at 11, so I'm sure that means he starts at... or gets off at 7, which means he starts at 11, so I'm gonna have to sign off so I can take him. Thanks, Vivica and Alex, Grave, fam, everybody that tuned in. I will see you guys probably not tomorrow. I'm usually pretty tired Wednesday morning after staying up late for the stream on Tuesday night. But if you guys tune in tonight for the D&D stream, obviously Alex will be there in person. Great. If not, I will see you guys Thursday morning. Have a good one, everybody.